Namaste everyone, Beth the Ground here, and I am going to offer you a sequence for preventing headaches and for decompressing after a long day driving or sitting at the computer. I use this sequence on days where I actually batch my blogs, and so there are days where I set up several kind of power hours or these kind of segments of time where I sit at the computer for an hour or so. And so on days where I do that multiple times in a day, this is the sequence that I do to kind of alleviate that kind of computer posture, forward head posture, headache kind of posture that shows up from our days. So you'll need a block. I suggest having a blanket or something to pad your knees. We will have a kneeling posture. And then find a comfortable seat. You want to make sure that you're sitting so that the top of the hips are a little bit higher than the knees. So if you sit and your knees are really high up, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your low back and on the front of the hip flexors. And so sitting up, either on a block, on a blanket, even in a chair. You can do this whole series in a chair, seated, if you'd like. Find a comfortable seat. You can rest the hands, palms face down, palms face up in the lap. Soften or close your eyes and deepen your breath. And so just start to find a nice even breath. Inhaling fully, exhaling deeply. And just using the opportunity of connecting to the breath to help you show up and arrive. And then bring one hand to your low belly and one hand to your chest. And with your next inhale, let the ribs expand in all directions. And as you exhale, let the low belly draw in first, lungs empty, ribs settle. So inhale, breathe into the upper back and neck, into the chest, expand the ribs in all directions. And exhale, let the low belly draw in first, lungs empty, ribs settle. And do that a few more times. If it helps keeping the hands on the chest and on the belly to remind you to breathe into the ribs first, down into the belly, exhale, low belly draws in, ribs settle. If the hands help you with that, you can keep the hands there, or you can rest the hands on the thighs or in the lap. And a couple more breaths. Inhaling, expanding the ribs in all directions. Exhale, low belly draws in. Good. From here, keeping a nice tall spine, a nice deep breath, you're just going to start to make large circles with the nose. And so as you exhale, maybe drop the chin down towards the chest. And as you inhale, let the nose turn all the way towards the right, coming up, over, and around, and down. And so letting the nose lead, not leaning too far back, we'll get a front of the neck stretch in a little bit. And do one more, two more in this direction. Being gentle, being easy. There's a lot of supportive fascia, support muscles in the neck. And so you just want to be gentle and respectful as you kind of explore this range of motion. When you're ready, you'll change direction, inhaling up, over, and around, and exhaling down. You can let the eyes be closed, you can let the eyes be soft. Good. And when you feel about even, after your next exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Just inhale and slowly bring the head back up to neutral. Good. So now let's stretch the front of the neck. All right, so from here, you're just simply going to start to lift the chin, keeping the back of the neck long. So just letting the gaze lift slightly, and then letting the heart lift. So it's less about compressing in the back of the neck and more about lengthening up really through both sides.
You can even jut the chin out a little bit, maybe lean a little bit to one side, and stretching the fascia and the connective tissue in the front of the neck. And then exhaling, bringing the chin back down to neutral. And then just a little lateral. Let the left fingertips reach towards the left. Or you can either reach towards the floor or just simply reach, or even hold on to a chair if you're holding onto a chair. Take a deep breath in, exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. And even here, I like to play with this hand. You can walk it forward a little bit, even across, maybe even back. You can kind of play with the angle of the chin a little bit. And then slowly bringing the head up to neutral, other side, right fingertips reach. Simply lean. And again, that doesn't need to be a lot of effort. You can actually get way more work by deepening the breath and breathing into the upper ribs. And exhale, bring the chin to neutral. Rest the hands. Just take a moment and pause and just see what relief, if any, you're already starting to notice. From here, we're going to transition to hands and knees. I suggest padding underneath the knees with a blanket if that feels good. I actually like to have my blanket a little bit longer so that my hands and my knees are both on the same level. And so just a few cat-cows here, mobilizing the spine, focusing on the upper back and neck. So as you inhale, let the heart pull towards the floor, maybe lift the gaze, low belly stays engaged, a gentle arch. And as you exhale, you're gonna press the earth away round, tuck the chin, and really press maybe even forward, down and forward to really stretch the upper back. And then inhaling, stretching the front of the body, letting the heart pull forward. And exhale, pressing down and forward, rounding through the upper back. Good, and one more like that. Inhaling and exhaling, round. Good, then the next time you inhale, we'll transition into Chakravarkasana. So as you exhale, you're just going to sit the hips back towards the heels. Let the elbows come to the floor, forehead to the floor, child's pose. Inhale, coming forward and up. Tabletop position, maybe even a gentle back bend. Exhale, press round, tuck the chin. Slowly move back into child's pose, stretching the front or the upper back, stretching the lats. Inhaling, tabletop or gentle back bend. Exhale, hips back towards the heels. Good, do one more like that. Inhaling. And the next time you exhale and sit the hips back towards the heels, you're gonna rest. You're actually gonna grab your block. Rest your forehead on your block or on a thick book. You can even just rest forehead on the forearms. But if you have a block, you can bring the forehead to a block. Let the arms rest alongside the body, palms face up. And then you can just simply massage the forehead, gently rock the head from side to side. If this is too much pressure, then you can simply do this with the forehead on the floor. You can also, again, pillow with the forearms. And then either removing the block or just resting the forehead, child's pose. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Good. You can bring the hands forward. We're going to come up into a high kneeling position. So from here, we're going to alternately sweep the arms and use an alternate head gaze here. So we'll start with the hands on the low back, palms face out. As you inhale, let the right arm sweep out and up, coming into a wide V. As you exhale, you're going to bring the hand back to the low back and turn and look away from that hand. Then with an inhale, left arm reaches out and forward, wide V, head to neutral. Exhale, turn away from that hand as it sweeps back towards the low back. And again, inhale, right arm is going to sweep out, bringing the head to neutral, wide V. Exhale, arm sweeps to the low back, turn to look away from that hand. So we'll do a left side, inhale, left arm sweeps out and forward, head comes to neutral. Exhale, turn away from that hand as it sweeps back to the low back. Good, we'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, sweeping, head to neutral. Exhale, turning away, bring the hand back to the low back. And then inhale, left arm sweeps. And exhale, turn away. Good. This time we're going to do both arms. Inhale, sweep both arms, bring the head to neutral. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, forehead to the floor, and bring the hands to the low back. Good. Rest here. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Good. Rest the arms. Good. Last bit. So from here, we're just going to come forward onto the belly. Again, I like to pad. We're going to do that similar arm movement of sweeping the arms and turning the head away. As you lay down onto your blanket, you want to make sure that your chest, that your hips, that's all in one line. So if you need to unfold your blanket and make it a little bit longer, then unfold your blanket. Good. Bring your forehead to the floor. Bring your hands to the low back. We'll start with just the arms. So as you inhale, you're going to sweep the right arm out and up, lifting the head, lifting the chest. You can bring the hand, maybe do a little salute. And as you exhale, you're going to sweep the hand away. Turn to look away from that hand. Inhale, left arm sweeps. You lift head, bring it to neutral, hand to forehead, maybe hand to wide V. Exhale, sweep the hand away to the low back. Turn and look away from that hand. We'll do one more, just the arms. Inhale, right arm sweeps out, lift the head, bring the head to neutral. Exhale, turn away from that arm as it sweeps. Inhale, left arm, maybe wide V, or you can bring the hand to the forehead. Exhale, sweep, look away. Now we're going to add in the opposite leg. So as you inhale, let the right arm sweep out and up. Left leg is going to lift. Low belly stays engaged. Exhale, sweep the hand back, lower the leg, turn the head. Inhale, left arm sweeps out, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower the leg, sweep the arm, turn to look away from that arm. Good, we'll do two more each side. Inhale, right arm reaches, maybe wide V or to forehead to hand to forehead, left leg lifts. Exhale, sweep away, turn. And two more, here we go, inhale. And exhale, turn. One more each side. Inhale, right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Exhale, right arm sweeps, left leg lowers, turn. Inhale, left arm reaches, right leg reaches. Exhale, turn. Now we'll do both arms, both legs. Inhale, bring the head to neutral, arm sweep, legs lift. And then exhale, sweep the arms, lower the forehead to the floor. Good. Make a pillow with the hands, with the forearm. You can wiggle the hips. You can rock the head. Good. From here, pressing up, hands and knees. And from here, you can either move into child's pose and rest. That might be enough. Or if you're ready to transition to the rest of your day, you'll just curl the toes under and walk the hands back towards the feet. coming into a standing forward fold.